I made over $100,000 with digital products. Now, I'm not even saying like I'm balling out of control. That's not even like that much money. It's a lot, but it's not that much money, right? But when you start making money, it's like you get this like celebrity type of status, which is just crazy. And it's just because in society, it's like rich ass people, we like hate them, we despise them. We think they, made their money maliciously or did something wrong, or we find out something like about them on the side. I mean, like look at like Diddy right now, right? Like you start figuring out all these things about certain people. And so we start deeming all these rich people just bad people, which that's out of control already. But I'm talking about when you're broke, okay, that's when you're really deemed stupid and or ugly or dumb or lazy. You know what I mean? Like they go on and on about being broke. And especially right now with society just talking about how, men got to do all these things for women or women got to do all these things for men. Everybody's talking about how everybody's got to have the bag or something. But it's not only that. That's not really what I meant in like this video. What I'm saying is it's when you start making money, right? People admire you. They don't like to see you at the top, right? But they like to see you climb. And the reason why they like to see you climb is because they feel as if like you're the man that gets shit done, or woman, it doesn't matter. But like you're the person that just gets shit done. You're the person that just handles business. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's kind of why like people will start to like you for being confident on camera. Like when you start like, coming online, making money and talking about products, they start admiring you for that, right? But at the same time, like when you start making the money, they start realizing like, okay, he takes care of shit. He gets shit done. He likes to make decisions. And it's kind of like people like that. They like being drawn to somebody that is confident within themselves, right? Because you have that kind of thing about you. Now, we already know that money is just a mindset game anyways, right? But when you start making it, people feel like you have it figured out. Like you started making the right decisions. You started making the right choices. And when you start seeing success, your self-worth goes out. Because a lot of times we attach our self-worth to money anyways, right? So when we are starting to make money, our self-worth goes up, which it should be the opposite. You need to get your self-worth up and then the money will come. But anyways, that's another story. But when the money does go up, your self-worth goes up. And when your self-worth goes up, think about it. Think about the kind of confidence you project and how you radiate and things of that nature, right? So then people start treating you differently because they admire that growth. They admire that confidence. They admire that person that doesn't get into the squabbles and the gossip and the bullshit and the problems, that you make a decision and then you just get shit done. Like you handle it, right? People just love people that just handle stuff, right? It's like the bill comes at the table and you pay it like without even like thinking, like you just grab it and you start writing it down and you leave a good tip, like an actual tip, right? Don't fuck these people, right? But anyways, what I'm saying is like people respect that and admire that and they look up to that because you handled it, right? Like there was no like, hey, I'm going to handle this. I got it, right? I don't have to check my bank account and figure out and rob Peter to pay Paul and figure out how I'm going to do all this stuff. It's just done, right? It's, we already knew this anyways, guys. Like I know I'm not really giving you guys something that you didn't already know, but what I'm saying is think about you and your situation is you admire these people for them making these decisions and getting over their fears and taking some of these actions. And now you can see how, what you're admiring, you're being drawn to, you're being called to, right? The title of this video is to let you know that if you're wanting that celebrity status, right, you're being drawn to it, but you got to start making those decisions and becoming that person. Earlier, I just said that when the money goes up, your self-worth goes up. And I'm trying to tell you right now, it needs to be the other way around. If your self-worth will start going up, if you start holding your word to yourself, if you start making these decisions, you'll start to change and then the money will start to come. And then it just brings you more excess power, freedom, things of that nature. And that's the other thing, right? Talk about celebrity status. When you have this money and you're making this money, right? people see you as a person that has a little bit more freedom. Like, this Thursday I'm going back to California, and I know every time I post about it, people shit on it. Oh, California, and I get it. Like, all right, I understand, right? It's like they're crazy over there sometimes, but it's some of the beautiful beaches. But they also get mad because they know that I can go out there and I can go do this stuff, and they don't like that because it's a reflection of what's going on inside of them because they really want it, right? And either way, whether it's good or it's bad, it's all like this celebrity status. I mean, that's the thing about being a celebrity anyways, right? You do get treated very well, but then you do have a whole like piece of drama of people that despise you because you put yourself out there. And they can't believe that you put yourself out there and you're starting to win. I mean, it's like when you're just making money selling digital products and people can see it, they just, man, it just eats it inside of them because they want to do the same. They want to get to that status as you have, right? And then other people just look at you just because they feel as if like you're a problem solver. Like, damn, he just handles shit, right? Like, because a lot of people always say that. Sometimes they sit there and say, Justin, I wish I was making money like you. But sometimes they would just tell me, it's not even about the money, right? It's just like, oh, I wish I could handle it like you did. Man, I wish I was as strong on camera as you were. Like we often forget, like I started at 0. I started with no followers, right? I started being shy on camera. You know what I'm saying? But when you make this money, then it's all of a sudden, it's just this, oh my God, like they put you kind of like on this pedestal and not high, right? Like I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like a millionaire over here, so I'm not like way up there, right? I mean, obviously, clearly, if somebody goes in front of me, they're going to be let in front of the door rather than Justin Springer. But these other people watching you, they just admire it because they're living vicariously through you. And even if they despise you, they're living vicariously through you. Like they want certain things. And they all have an opinion about it too, right? Well, if I had the money, I would have done something different. Well, you don't have the money though, right? Okay, fair enough. Prove it to me. Go get the money and then show me you would do something different because otherwise you're just all talk, right? But that's the thing. We just want it for ourselves, right? So anyways, like I said, man, we already know that, money runs the world, right? Money opens up conversations, right? But all I'm trying to say is this though. It's the feeling that you get too. It's the way people look at you that you said, hey, no, I'm going to make this decision and we're going to go handle it. I mean, imagine like your wife too, or your girl, like when you just go and handle it, right? Like, cause like for you women or like your husband, like you just go handle it, right? That's the problem, right? If you just spend money and you don't handle it, people start looking at you like, oh man, you're an idiot. You're a fool, right? But once you do it, right? Once you start making it happen, then everybody's like, damn, you just did that. You just handled it. And then they always say the same thing. I wish, you know what I mean? It's like, I wish I would have got over my fears, or I wish I would have believed, or I wish I would have got started, or I wish I was like you, right? It's crazy because they have the same opportunity and they just don't see it. It's just because when you do it, you're taking like this lead role that they vicariously want to live as well, you know what I mean? But they're just afraid. It's just this fear. And I'm telling you right now, it all stems from really an inside game. If I can leave you with all that, it's an inside game, okay? People look at you like you're handling decisions, but that's not because you're making money, but really you're just handling decisions. That's it, right? People look like your confidence is up and your self-worth is high. But no, it's because you were confident in yourself and your self-worth was high. And so you started making money, right? This is what people are not understanding. They already possess what they have, what they really want. They just feel like, well, if I have the money, it'll put me on that pedestal like you. And so it's like, as you're climbing up and making that money, they're putting you up there. And they just want all the things that you are getting from there. Of course, they want the material things, right? The freedom of things, the vacation and those things. I get that. Those come too. But they're admiring you for another reason, right? They're admiring you because You were to get over your, because you did get over your fears, because you did take that action when nobody said to go, because you went right when everybody was telling you to go left, right? Because you have this sense of self-worth within yourself and this belief within yourself that's undeniable, and that you just get shit done. And I'm telling you, that's what people are attracted to. Yes, they're also attracted to the money, the things, the materials, but they're just attracted to the person that you will become. So on the flip of all this, I hope you watched it to the very end and understand this. Become that person and the money will come.